We're coming to you live from the Republic Broadcasting Network, where you can handle the truth. Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight, we discuss, once again, 5G, genocide, and Wi-Fi 6, which is something that is coming to a friendly cable store near you. You can call in and ask a question at 800-313-9443, or you can listen at 605-313-0163. Our newsletter is free, and you can receive a copy by writing Frank at targetedmassachusetts.org. In the subject line, type newsletter, or you can visit our site at targetedmassachusetts.org. And in the navigation, go to contact information. Please fill in your name, email address, cell number, and a short message. Or you can call me in the U.S. at 1-508-857-8334. Targeted Massachusetts Northeast Conference airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Access by phone 515-604-9715. Access code 708922. ID targeted. If you'd like to join us by computer, in your address bar, type freeconferencecall.com/wall/targeted. Targeted Justice is hosting a rally and protest event in our nation's capital, taking place October the 18th through the 22nd. The registration fee is $35 and includes a free T-shirt. We encourage you to request a 5-minute audience with your congressman. You will need to make a request several weeks in advance, and that is start making your request Monday. Make the request through your congressman's website and ask for an appointment on October the 21st or the 22nd. For more information and all the information that you will need, go to https://targetedjustice.com. Okay, once again this evening we're discussing 5G genocide. And I am going to go back on a couple of paragraphs so that I can give you more of a feel for it. When an ordinary electromagnetic field enters the body, it causes charges to move and currents to flow. But when an extremely short electromagnetic pulse enters the body, something else happens. The moving charges themselves become little antennas that re-radiate the electromagnetic field and send it deeper into the body. These re-radiated waves are called Brilliant precursors. They become significant when either the power or the phase of the waves changes rapidly enough. 5G will probably satisfy both requirements This means that the reassurance we are being given that these millimeter waves are too short to penetrate far into the body is just not true. 5G satellites will fill the skies. These are the companies with the biggest plans to deploy satellites. SpaceX, 12,000 satellites. OneWeb, 4,560 satellites. Boeing, 2,956 satellites. Spear Global, 972 satellites. Arthur Firstenberg describes the plans of corporations who want to use 5G technology. He states, Honeywell has already signed a memorandum of understanding to become OneWeb's first large customer. It plans to provide high-speed Wi-Fi on business, commercial, and military aircraft throughout the world. SpaceX would like to provide the equivalent of 5G to every person on the planet. Ground-based 5G implementation. Ground-based 5G systems are already being implemented in dozens of major cities right now. Plans are being approved by hundreds of other cities, which will allow implementation in 2019 and beyond. As I explained in my previous articles, cities do not have the right to say no. Since when does an incorporated city not have the right to say no to anything? Well, this is one case where they can't say no. They can't say no to 5G. FCC regulations prevent cities from objecting on the basis of health concerns. We already know that people like Elon Musk cannot tell you that 5G or fifth generation is safe. They only can speak to the issues of aesthetics and the practical matter of the placement of equipment. This is like Nazi Germany telling you where you are going to put this device. Next, it will be missile launchers. They are required to say yes, and they better do it quickly, or telecom companies will threaten them with legal action for obstructing their plans to kill you. Satellite-based 5G implementation. The first two 5G test satellites were launched by SpaceX in February of 2018. Hundreds of other satellites are expected to be launched in 2019. The full set of 20,000 satellites could be put in orbit during the next 2 years. To put this into perspective, as of September 2017, there were 1,738 operating satellites in orbit around the Earth. This means the number of satellites will be 11 times greater than the current number. Environmental catastrophe from rockets used to launch satellites. Rocket fuel is very destructive to the Earth's ozone layer, which protects us from the harsh effects of radiation from the sun. In 2017, there were 90 rocket launch attempts worldwide. The rockets that were used, solid fuel, produce massive ozone depletion. While rockets using liquid kerosene as fuel destroy less ozone, they release massive amounts of black carbon soot into the air, especially at high altitudes. And this will drift down upon the continents below. If the number of annual rocket launches increases by 10 or more, which is likely under the plans these corporations have, computer models suggest that the combination of ozone depletion and the release of black soot could produce a 3-degree warming effect over the Antarctica and reduce the ozone in the world's atmosphere by 4%. Even though it will be possible for a single rocket to put multiple satellites into orbit, we are still talking about 10 or 20-fold increase in environmental damage over what is being produced today. The 5G satellites have a relatively short lifespan, perhaps only 5 years, which means there will be high numbers of rocket launches, not just in the next few years, but in every year for the foreseeable future. Mercury-based rocket fuel could spread neurotoxins over the Earth. As bad as liquid and solid rocket fuels will be for the environment, Apollo Fusion is developing a mercury-based propulsion system for launching rockets. These ion propulsion rocket engines use powerful magnets to push away small charged particles at high speeds, which generates thrust. NASA experimented with mercury ion propulsion in the 1960s, but abandoned the research. Mercury is an extremely strong neurotoxin, which is harmful to all forms of life, especially humans. The risks of an environmental catastrophe are monumental, because if there was a malfunction and one of these engines exploded, highly toxic mercury would be spread through the atmosphere and all over the Earth. All the talk from telecom companies about 5G being a panacea for environmental protection and energy conservation is quite ridiculous, especially when we think about the environmental damage that will be created by any of the rocket engines they choose to use for launching their satellites. Space junk will pollute the Earth. Each satellite will be the size of a small refrigerator and will weigh approximately 880 pounds. With a life expectancy of only 5 years, this means there will be a massive amount of space junk orbiting the Earth. Eventually, all those satellites will fall down to Earth and will burn up as they enter the Earth's atmosphere. All the hazardous materials in these satellites will be released into the air and will float down to the ground as dust or in droplets of rain. Do you think the telecom companies care about this? Do you think the telecom companies care about anything else but money? The big answer is no. There have been studies by Russia. There have been studies by the UK. There have been studies by Israel that have condemned first generation, not to mention the fifth generation. This is ridiculous. They are shooting a 20 gigahertz beam through your wall. That's the only way they can make it through your wall. And they will be shooting beams at all of the devices. Your cell phone, your computer, if you choose to use Wi-Fi on your computer. And I'd be really surprised with that kind of juice behind it if you didn't feel it. Of course, there will be a few costs. Everyone will be irradiated with millimeter-size, non-ionizing radiation 24 hours a day with completely unknown health effects. Thank you, folks. We are going to commercial. Thank you, folks.
As a listener of RBN, you're surely concerned about being informed and being ready for whatever may come. Please consider the following questionnaire as a soul-jarring wake-up call. If you answer no to more than 2 of these following questions, you probably aren't going to make it through any major disruption in our country. The questions were compiled by people that have been there. Are you really ready? Do you own your own firearm for the primary defense and protection of you and your loved ones? Have you ever been professionally trained to stand against life-threatening behavior? Have you ever practiced enough to fire 500 rounds during a 2 to 4 day time frame, day and night? Can you load, unload, fire, and clear a jam in total darkness? Have all the adults in your household been professionally trained? Are you, life and death, comfortable with your abilities with pistol, revolver, shotgun, and rifle? Are you aware that everything that you do to prepare for an emergency is a waste of time, money, and energy? If you haven't honed your abilities to their highest level to protect and keep what you have? Do you have the repair parts that will most likely be needed for each of your firearm, and do you have the ability to install those parts? Could you completely clean every firearm you own? Are you aware that your body won't go where your mind hasn't been? In other words, without proper training, followed by regular practice, you probably will not win a gunfight. Well, how did you measure up? Take the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to start correcting your deficiencies by receiving your Commander Lifetime Membership with Front Sight Firearms Training Facility. A one-time donation to RBN for $500 will give you a Commander Lifetime Membership at Front Sight as a tremendously huge thank you bonus. See details on RBN's webpage to make it happen. The clock is ticking. You had better be ready before it happens.
Homeowners, are you in foreclosure, expecting to be served with a foreclosure lawsuit, or suspect your lender has coerced you into an illegal mortgage transaction? A huge number of mortgages made in the last 10 years have legal issues and are possibly defective. State laws and the U.S. Supreme Court have upheld that defective mortgage documents are grounds for foreclosure defense and for counterclaims in favor of the homeowner. If your mortgage has been sold or assigned since closing the loan, it may be defective and you may be paying the wrong party, and the lender may not have standing or the right to foreclose or collect payments under the law. If you would like to know if your mortgage is legal or not, or know if you are paying the right party, we can help. Our initial consultations are free of charge. We are not attorneys. We are legal researchers and work closely with experienced lawyers who know how to help you find the evidence to help you keep your home. Call toll-free 1-855-2-KEEP-IT. That's 1-855-2-KEEP-IT today.
Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts. Welcome back. My name is Frank Allen. Tonight we discuss the 5G menace, the 5G genocide created by the telecom companies and all the people who want to become extremely wealthy. You can call in and ask a question, and I encourage this. 800-313-9443, or you can listen at 605-313-0163. Our newsletter is free, and you can receive a copy by writing Frank at targetedmassachusetts.org. In the subject line, type newsletter, or you can visit our site, targetedmassachusetts.org. And in the navigation, please go to contact information. Fill in your name, email address, cell number, and a short message. Or you can call me directly in the U.S. at 1-508-857-8334. Targeted Massachusetts Northeast Conference airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Phone access 515-604-9715. Access code 708922. ID targeted. If you'd like to join us by computer, in the address bar of your browser, type freeconferencecall.com/wall/targeted. Targeted Justice is hosting a rally and protest event in our nation's capital. This is taking place October the 18th through the 22nd. The registration fee is $35 and includes a free t-shirt. We encourage you to request a 5-minute audience with your congressman. You will need to make a request several weeks in advance. So that request would be now. Make the request through your congressman's website and ask for an appointment on October the 21st or the 22nd. Any information that you need can be found at https://targetedjustice.com. Okay, we have a caller, Catherine from Georgia. We don't have actually much time until commercial, but go ahead, Catherine.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'd like to ask, did you get the information?
Yes, I did get the information, and I will be drafting your letter this weekend.
Thank you, sir. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Oh, certainly. Good night, Catherine. Okay, as I said, any and all information that you need, you can find at targetedjustice.com. At the top of the page, you will see Targeted Protest 2019. Click or tick on that, and you will see all the information that you will need. Studies are designed to make things safe for the public before they are implemented. Studies are designed to stop large conglomerates from destroying us. Okay, folks, we're going to commercial once again. Thank you for listening.
You are tuned in to the Republic Broadcasting Network. Visit our website by going to republicbroadcasting.org.
I'm getting older and noticing that my body just doesn't work as well as it used to. So I like to keep fit as possible by hitting the gym a few times a week. Recently, I started having a nagging bicep pain, and it got so bad I couldn't even lift the weights. When I was complaining about it to a friend, he told me about Angioprim. He said chelation helps remove toxins, heavy metals, and cholesterol in veins and arteries that may cause blockages. You know, after just 1 week of taking Angioprim, the pain was gone, and now I'm back in the gym full strength. Scientific research proves the active ingredient in Angioprim has superior oral chelation action that helps promote cardiovascular health. So to learn more, go to angioprim.com. That's ANGIOPRIM.com, or talk to a trained consultant. Call Angioprim toll free at 877-882-7221. You'll feel better with more energy. Call 877-882-7221 or go to the website angioprim.com.
Many people tell us about their experience with Extendivite. Just listen to what Glenn has to say.
Prior to taking it, I had diabetic neuropathy. The Extendivite reduced that significantly. Acid reflux was reduced. I had athlete's foot, very severe. Trimmed that down to about 75%. Dandruff, almost completely gone. I had occipital neuralgia at the base of my skull. I was having migraines, reduced by about 90%. Heart palpitations, my heart would kind of stall out. I would skip a beat. Very uncomfortable. And when walking from downstairs going to sleep, by the time I got to the bedroom, which is just one flight of stairs, my heart was pounding, coming out of my chest. My vision was blurry. This completely solved that problem. Great product. Thanks.
Tell us your story. Get Extendivite today. Call 1-877-928-8822 or visit heartdrop.com.
Extend your life with Extendivite.
Corporate media dominates the American opinion. Finding independent voices that counter this avalanche is becoming increasingly difficult. With the endless corruption running rampant throughout our government, independent voices are needed more than ever to battle the offensive against our freedoms and liberties. As a listener of RBN, no one understands this concept better than you. Now it's up to you to do your part. The time has come for you to take action and begin broadcasting the truth to hundreds or thousands of people every month. Sound impossible? Quite the contrary. With pointed slogans from LibertyStickers.com, you can reach countless sleeping Americans unaware that they live in a real-life wonderland. LibertyStickers.com has a huge inventory of political bumper stickers and messages that reflect the truth about our government, our politicians, and the future of America. With so many in stock, there's one perfect for you. Visit us today at LibertyStickers.com. Again, that's LibertyStickers.com. Do your part. Your voice is important. Let it be heard.
Good evening from Boston, Massachusetts, and welcome back. There are many large conglomerates, media conglomerates, that will give you what you want to hear, that everything is fine in the world. Here at the Republic Broadcasting Network, you will get the truth. All the truth. It comes from hours of research. It comes from verifying your sources 6, 7, 8 times, so that we can present you with the truth. And I speak for myself and all the other hosts on the Republic Broadcasting Network. My name is Frank Allen. Once again, tonight we discuss 5G genocide. Another topic that you are not getting the truth about. Targeted Massachusetts Northeast Conference is another facet where you can get the truth. It airs Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern. Access by phone 515-604-9715. Access code 708922. Conference ID targeted. If you would like to join our show by computer, In your browser's address bar, please type freeconferencecall.com/wall/targeted. Targeted justice is a shining example of what an organization should be. Targeted justice will give you the truth. They are hosting a rally and protest event in our nation's capital, taking place October the 18th through the 22nd. The registration fee is $35 and includes a free t-shirt. We encourage you to request a 5-minute audience with your congressman. Do you know how many U.S. citizens, just your average U.S. citizens, that do this? Nil. Next to nothing. Next to no one. You can make a difference by visiting your congressman long after this protest. You will need to make a request several weeks in advance. Make the request through your congressman's website and ask for an appointment on October the 21st or the 22nd. Any and all information pertaining to this meetup you will find on targetedjustice.com. On the home page, at the top, the very top, you will find Targeted Protest 2019. Click or tick on that, and you will see everything that you need to know. Now, studies designed to investigate harm from 5G will be completed many years after the 5G systems on the ground and in space are fully functional, operational, and have been. At that point, it is very unlikely that telecom companies would dismantle their systems, even if it is shown that their technology is causing cancer and other diseases throughout the human body, throughout the human population. They would just deny the risks. Well, guess what? They can't deny the lawsuits. And they can't deny the frequencies coming to your home. Purchase a small meter. We have several on our site at targetedmassachusetts.org. At the top, in the navigation, go to the far right, you will see RF meters, or radio frequency meters. There is a very simple one made by a reputable company called Acousticom that uses lights ranging from 0 all the way up to red. When it turns red, and it will, I suggest that you take your phone and take multiple pictures of it. They are automatically dated. Every time this happens, take pictures. Then take these pictures to court. I have never in my life heard of a disaster being placed in a city and the city is powerless to remove it. It's like being asked to stick a dagger through your shoulder and just carry on. They will tell us that the science was settled decades ago, and it was. Every time they found scientists who disagreed, they were bounced out of their studies, stripped of their titles, stripped of their grants, and teach Sunday school now. They will tell us that evidence linking 5G to cancer and other diseases is just a conspiracy theory. Oh, just like targeted individuals. Another conspiracy theory. 5G is now a conspiracy theory that only a few crackpots believe. Well, the meters won't lie. Millions of people will suffer from radiation exposure with symptoms such as headaches, weakness, brain fog, impaired ability to learn and reason, chest pain, and numerous other symptoms that will baffle most conventional physicians. Boy, does that sound familiar. There's a difference, though. We targets are winning. But we are going to have to fight yet another battle against 5G and the telecom companies. This is going to make Hiroshima look like a firecracker because it's covering the earth with no escape and slowly microwaving the population into submission and death. There is nowhere to hide from 5G radiation. Today, it is possible to live in a location that has reduced levels of microwave exposure. This is accomplished by choosing a living space that is far, far away from cell phone towers. However, in the near future, it won't matter where we live because 5G will irradiate us wherever we happen to live or work. They have a 5G drone that is going to hover above, guess who? Hawaii. Once again, cities can't say no to 5G implementation. FCC regulations have been structured in such a way that local municipalities cannot stop telecom companies from installing 5G. They are specifically prohibited from trying to delay or stop 5G implementation on the basis of health concerns. Their only recourse is to try to make the ground-based 5G system somewhat more aesthetically pleasant. Okay, we have a caller from Phoenix. John, go ahead.
Oh, hey, Frank. It's John. We've spoken
John.
before, actually. Hey, how you doing? I was listening to your show. I thought it was really quite informative about 5G. And I was just wondering that maybe this could have applications for, surveillance as well, targeting and target individuals, tracking them better, making it, harder to escape their net of surveillance, all those different things.
Correct. I see them being able to track a tick walking across the forest.
Yeah, that's right. It has the that ability, that resolution to actually, basically find very, very small things in anywhere people go, basically. And it's just strange how they want more speed. And, I thought people seem pretty, kind of satisfied with the speeds now, but I suppose, I don't know, they probably has something to do with the surveillance state now. They want to keep track of everybody.
Well, John, the truth is we should have been up in arms on the implementation of 1G or first generation.
Yeah, I agree.
They've stepped it up one at a time all the way up to 4G, which is in itself causing cancer. I encourage anyone who has to use a cell phone, keep it away from your head. Keep it out of your hands. Keep it out of your pockets. I swear we're going to have to put it in a lead-lined box. Go ahead, John. I'm sorry. I'm kind of emotional about this topic.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I myself, I like the convenience of a cell phone, but it's a tracking device in essence, basically. It's what it is, and it irradiates your body. And so I'm basically going back to my phone line. I'm getting in one of those old, touch phones that are E7 to 70s, the rotary dial ones. I'm doing that with all my technology in my house, trying to get rid of as many integrated things that have semiconductors and integrated components, so they can reduce the amount of surveillance that they can do.
They are allowed carte blanche when it comes to surveillance, and it's all due to the Patriot Act.
Yeah, that's right.
We have a woman on our conference call, actually. Her name is Linda C., or Linda Costanza. She's been a guest on here discussing the Patriot Act. And that opened the door, along with then President Obama's BRAIN initiative. Those two together were a deadly combination that we are still dealing with.
I agree. It seemed as if they needed to have some sort of advantage over us because they were gaining, the ability to communicate with everybody through the internet and all the human knowledge and all these things, and it could become a threat to their ability to manipulate us. Did you get? I saw your response to the email about that book about advanced materials for electromagnetic shielding.
Okay, John, we have to go to commercial.
Okay.
And we don't have much time. If you want to hang on, feel free.
Sure.
Okay, folks, thank you very much for listening. My name is Frank.
Republic Broadcasting Network depends on listener support of our advertisers and of our sponsors. We'd like to especially thank all of you who have taken advantage of our fundraiser with FrontSight Bonus. Those who are now FrontSight members, please train as soon as possible for your sake and for that of our nation. And please consider sharing your training and what you've learned when you arrive home. Republic Broadcasting Network has to stop promoting this fundraiser on air and on the website in just a few days. Dr. Ignatius Piazza, president of FrontSight, made a gracious exception to his no media rule for us at Republic Broadcasting Network. Thank you, Dr. Piazza. And once you've been to FrontSight, feel free to call your favorite host and share your experience on the air. We can continue this fundraiser without media help, but it'll be totally up to the listeners to spread the information. Please call Dan Sutterfield in Missouri at 573-465-2356, 573-465-2356. That's 573-465-2356.
Homeowners, if your lender has gone out of business or sold your transaction to another lender or servicer, you may be the victim of a wrongful foreclosure resulting in the loss of your home. If you've already lost your home, are in foreclosure, or even in good standing, you can challenge the mortgage transaction's illegal issue and your property can be restored to you, and your foreclosure can be stopped or reversed and the mortgage transaction declared unenforceable. State laws, U.S. title codes, the Uniform Commercial Codes, and U.S. Supreme Court rulings have upheld that defective mortgage documentations can reverse or stop foreclosures and enforce property title claims in favor of the homeowner. We are having successes in stopping the process of foreclosure, the enforcement of the foreclosure judgments, the sale of property, and evictions after the sale. We are not attorneys, and we don't give legal advice. We are a professional team of legal researchers, providing forensic mortgage audits and expert witnesses. We have the knowledge to produce the evidence and enforce laws regarding your legal issues. We've been in business for 12 years without a complaint. Consultations are free, and we provide a free title search to confirm if your mortgage has legal defects. Please call 855-253-3748. 855, 2, keep it today.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
When your doctor tells you you have bad cholesterol or blockages in the arteries, what do? When diet and exercise is not enough, we try medications and hope for the best. For the last 2 decades, I have been telling people about a natural method to help solve these problems and more. Extendovite can help maintain cardiovascular health and lower blood lipid levels in adults. The 7 herbs in Extendovite are known to work together synergistically to get the results we hope for. There are many testimonials on Extendovite's effect on circulatory-related ailments. Get Extendovite today to start your journey back to a healthier life. To order, call 1-877-928-8822 or visit heartdrop.com or see us on amazon.com.
Extend your life with Extendovite.
Welcome back. My name is Frank Allen, and tonight we are discussing 5G genocide. And we have a guest hanging on the line. John, go right ahead. Welcome.
So, I was thinking about these frequencies, and the higher the frequencies, the easier it is to pass through the ionosphere above our Earth. FM signals, they don't bounce back. They have a very limited range. But AM signals, especially at night, you could hear it from far away if there's no noise in that frequency. These frequencies are pretty high for, like I said, 20 gigahertz and above, and other 300 gigahertz, I think. They could easily pass through the ionosphere, making it much easier for satellites and to receive information, or to even just send information down to us, and also to spy on us, without sensors possibly, just using physics and getting a whole bunch of sensors around us and trying to build a picture of what's going on. So I'm sure there's a lot of different things they can do with that, imaging, all those different things.
Yes, it's all about control.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You see, communism works until you can't see the other person's eyes. That's a fact. Communism does work on a small scale in a community. One person does the woodwork. Another, we'll say, is a butcher. It works like a small town. But in this case, communism doesn't work. But they're trying to see everyone's eyes. They want to know what's going on because information is the name of the game. He who has all the information and controls the public controls the world.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's right, especially now that we have access to a lot of the information, everything online. I think, and also communication between people is another thing they really I don't like. That's one of maybe targeted. Even when you talk to other targeted people, they kind of harass people. Like yesterday was a good day. I was out, talking and giving speeches, and I was helping one TI, and it appeared that we were being harassed while we were walking around giving speeches. That's how.
Hi, John. I don't mean to cut you short, but we are running out of time. This show is always too short.
Sure. Yeah.
But I would like to thank you.
Sure.
I would like to thank my audience, my radio audience. And I would like people to do some thinking about what we've said the last couple of nights about the 5th generation technology or 5G.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I would like to say God bless and good night from Boston,
good night.
Massachusetts. My name is
Tired of being lied to by mass media? It's growing more and more apparent today that news is received less and less through standard media outlets. Even with a growing audience every day, RBN is beginning to direct more efforts into social media. Social media and the use of the internet is fast becoming the primary source of people for news, regardless of demographic. RBN has set out to provide some of the best news on the internet through republicbroadcasting.org, and also has begun to use the tools to our advantage by way of social media. Republic Broadcasting is now operating a Facebook page to function as yet another avenue to have our collective voice reach new audiences across not only America, but across the globe as well. The Facebook page features not only news, but also an RBN player to listen to our broadcast. Get involved by visiting facebook.com/Republic Broadcasting and liking our page and share it with your friends and family, because you can handle the truth.
You're listening to the Republic Broadcasting Network, because you can handle the truth.